Today on Ballistic BBQ, I'm going to be cooking up the Asian style orange glazed duck from Aldi's on the pit barrel cooker. Let's get going. So Aldi is still kind of new to my family and I. Not too long ago we were shopping there and I saw this. This is Pekin duck from Aldi, and it's more or less like a kit. It has a packet of an orange glaze inside. So I wanted to try this out. I absolutely love duck, especially, the orange glazed duck, Asian style duck, like Cantonese duck. I love it. So I wanted to give this a try, and I thought the pit barrel would be a great way of cooking it. Now, when I first saw this, I saw Pekin duck, and I thought, well, where's the G at the end? I had to look it up, so I'll just let you know in case you didn't know, because I didn't, that Pekin duck, the P-E-K-I-N duck, that's the breed, and it's actually a Chinese breed. Throw a G at the end, then you have the dish. So we're cooking up a Pekin duck, and they're giving you the option of hitting it with an orange glaze at the end, which is what I'm going to do. So anyway, let's get this unpacked, and I'll show you what we're dealing with. Right here is what this duck looks like unwrapped. So this bird weighs 5.87 pounds, and I paid $19.31 for this. It was frozen, and I've had it in my refrigerator. I took it out 3 days ago to thaw it in the fridge. One thing I noticed when I just got it unwrapped, because it says on the package, remove the giblets and the neck. There's no packet of giblets in here, and there was still some bits of like frozen water. You know how like the little balls of frozen crystallized water in here. So it's thawed, but it's cold enough to keep that frozen water inside that ice. I'm going to do this how I would do a chicken. I love pit barrel cookers, one of my favorite cookers to do chicken on. And I like to cut it in half when I'm cooking a chicken on any grill, actually, but definitely the PBC. The only exception is when I'm doing, rotisserie, but I just really love, cutting that chicken in half or spatchcocking it. So what I'm going to do first is remove that spine. I'm just going to kind of cut right here a little bit, just make it easier for me to access that. I think this is going to be the last time you're going to see these shears on a video. I'm replacing them. I'm going to go get a new pair. They served well, though. They lasted a long time. So you could save this if you want to make, I don't know, stew or soup or something. I'm going to roast this off and give it to my cat, the meat off of it. All right, and there we are. 2 halves. Now let's season these up. I'm just going with salt and pepper. That's one of the nice things about cutting the bird in half like this is you really can season that inside if you wish. All right, now those hooks. I'm going in through the back, and I like to make sure that it comes up between the notch right here where the wing joint is. That'll help secure it. There we go. And there we are. Pit barrel cooker is almost ready, not quite, but when it is, I'll meet you at the pit. All right, pit barrel is ready. I'm going to put some thermometers here, some probes in the breasts. Can give me an idea. where I'm at. I'm not going to add any wood chunks to this cook. I'm going to add, this is, I don't know, maybe a little over a tablespoon of green tea, dried green tea. I'm just going to pour that in here. Poured some directly into the fire and then some off on the unburnt charcoal. I'm using just Kingsford lump, or Kingsford briquettes, the blue bag. All right, now we're just going to let the pit barrel do its thing. I'm looking for 180 in the thigh and about 170 in the breast. Once that happens, I'm going to pull it out. We're going to hit it with that glaze, that orange glaze, get it back in the pit. About 5 minutes or so, let that glaze set up a little bit. Then we'll get to see how this turned out. All right, we are a little over 3 hours into this cook. Look at that. That is beautiful. Whenever you're using the pit barrel cooker, if you have to pull things to sauce them, just make sure you get the lid back on, or else it'll charge up really fast. So, pull these thermometers out. We're at our target temp again, 170 in the breast, 180 in the thigh, and a little over 3 hours to get there. Definitely took a little bit longer than when I'm cooking, you know, a 3 or 4 pound chicken. Just gonna hit it kind of lightly in the cavity here. Not really worrying too much about the cavity. Definitely want to get a nice coat on the skin here. And this is a sauce that came in a packet inside with the duck and the wrapping there. Smells good. I definitely smell some 5 spice going on. All right, lid off. Birds on. So again, 5 more minutes just to let that sauce tighten up. Then I'll be pulling those birds, letting them rest. There's one bird, I guess. All right, that 5 minutes has passed. Oh my gosh. Look at these. That's gorgeous. Gorgeous. All right, so I'm just gonna pull these, let them rest, then we'll give you guys a try. Here we are all rested. Look at that. Let's see how we did here. You know, you go to a Chinese restaurant and order roast chicken or roast duck, and it's whack, whack, whack. It's all chopped into pieces. So I may or may not do that. Definitely not to the legs and thigh. But I may chop the breast up into segments. Little smoke ring going on there. Looks really good though, the nice beautiful skin. So I'm going to leave this one intact for later. I don't want to chop too hard into my cutting board, to be honest with you. Yeah, that looks good. Give this a try. Really nice. Breast stayed nice and moist, which, you know, you always worry about. That's one thing where the pit barrel really excels. I'm really glad that I salted the skin, you know, first before it went into the pit, because I'm getting through that really nice salt or sweet citrusy flavor than getting into the salt on the skin. So that's good. See how this thigh turned out. You know, people always ask me, well, where are you running the pit at? The one thing about the pit barrel cooker, I always run it how it was designed to run, and it's basically designed to set the lower damper based on your elevation and then tighten it up and forget about it. There's no thermometer on there. On this particular cook, I had those wireless probes in there. So I can tell you that the pit was running at around 270, but again, I was making no adjustments. I just threw it in there, then once I hit my target temp, I opened the lid, pulled it out. This is good. Definitely a lot less than if I went to a restaurant and had the same meal. But yeah, good stuff. And it's always fun, you know, getting on one of my just real basic cookers that I used a lot back in the day on my videos. You know, just sort of, it's fun. And I do love this cooker, you know, as far as I use it a lot at home, and I use my small one every time I go camping in the desert. So it's a great cooker. I still highly recommend pit barrel cookers. But yeah, this duck is good. If you see it at ALDI, buy it, or if you like duck, but it's good. Like I said, I've been very happy with most everything. I mean, the tri-tip there, I remember, not the regular tri-tip, but it was sort of a marinated tri-tip. It sucked. I do not recommend. It's a burgundy wine marinated tri-tip. Don't buy that. Buy the duck. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. If you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed yet, please consider hitting that sub button or ringing the notification bell. Thumb it up if you like it. I hope you did. I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.